But yeah, you would think if hunting is in the game, then... Oh, and I just made the mistake I talked about before, which is you can select to build something in a territory all you want, but until you tell a villager to go do it, they will not if there's no idle villagers over there. You know, most RTS games, when you select build a building, it just starts getting built, right? But if you're not in a territory with idle villagers, it just sits there forever. So I have to get better at remembering that. I am under attack. Where? Here? Okay, fine. Send the guys. Oh, I need to build a healer's hut. I don't have any. I'm going to develop this area. It's going to cost 100 gold to develop the area, which is extremely expensive. But developing the area allows you to build more buildings there. So I can now build a healer's hut, which will just give my military some sustain. Like right now, you can see their health. They do not heal within the friendly borders of their territory unless you have a healer. So it seems pretty essential. Now, I'm going to tell my people to go hunt right away because we are starving. My clan is starving. That is not good. Okay, now we've gone up a little bit. How many hunters do we have? Alright, now we're just at -4. Jeez. I'm so bad at this game. Okay, let me zoom out. And it's like I need to colonize more territory so that I can farm more. But to colonize a territory, you have to have food. This is a disaster. Now, granted, everything is worse in the winter in this game. Oh, I think I've seen that. No, I've never played Warhammer. I've played the tabletop game a little bit, or like looked at the miniatures in the books, but I haven't played any of the computer games, and I'm excited to try it. I have played the board game called Chaos in the Old World, but that doesn't really count. Alright, so let me look at this. My scout died exploring a new area. That's bad. My clan can't grow because it's unhappy, and everyone's starving, so that's also bad. I need to be better. We do have lore, so let me pause it and look at the options. You know, a roguelike game that has a good and unique story is Hades. I'm going to go with axes, I think. I don't know. I'm going to go with axes. Just help out my woodcutters for a moment. And then I'm actually going to... Okay, now wait. Look at this. So when the winter ends, everything changes in terms of your production. So now that the winter's over, I'm actually making a surplus of food, which I was not before. So I need to take advantage of this season and start doing some things lickety-split. So, number one, we need to build a brewery, I guess. I also need, a sheepfold. Why didn't I build this before? Whoops. Okay. Let me build a sheepfold for my sheep. Well, no, my sheep are over there, so I can't... I don't think I have any sheep on this tile. Let me look. This territory has sheep. Oh, no, this territory has a sheep. Yeah. Build a sheepfold. Get some food out of the sheep. Yeah, that's a good one, too, Neo. Binding of Isaac. Let me select my villagers and just have someone become a healer because people are dying. Alright, now we're losing food, which is just always bad. And we're not getting people. Alright, I need to get good at this game. I might have to restart this chapter just because you know, like with games like this, you always want to have a good build order. And I don't have any clue what my build order should be. I made bad choices. I don't think I should have made 2 scouts. Maybe just 1. Alright. Anyway. Or maybe my military is too big. Here, go over here. Kill this guy. I don't want to lose this territory. Okay. You're a healer, and you're a healer. We don't need 2 healers. Can I have you, here. You can select the village hut to, like, make them not a healer. I think it takes too much food to have them be a healer. I only need 1. And then, alright, the sheepfold is helping us with our food, I believe, right? Okay. We have enough space. We don't need another house, but we need to have some... I need a brewery. I need happiness. My people are not happy. So I need to develop this area. And then now we can build a brewery. And then we just pick up a person and go build this. Oh, Grimstone. Food, then people, then defense. I like it. I think I went, you know, warband too fast. Like, I think I just went military too early and with too many. I don't know if I need this many. But the good thing is, I can decrease this. Like, I can... Actually, I need to just smarten up. At any point, I can just select the warrior and then turn them back into a food gatherer. And then if I need warriors, I can just conversely set them back. I think I need to get better at just, like, being more fluid with my villager designations and not thinking like somebody is stuck in that role forever, because it doesn't seem to cost any resources at all to change their profession. So I certainly need to get more adaptable. Alright, so we are now making a reasonable surplus of food. I want to colonize this area as fast as I can so we can start fishing. Yeah, economy first to be more flexible. That really sounds smart. And you, speaking of economy, Neo, ooh, that's a great question, Nick, man. I love spiffing Brits, civ abuses. I would love to find out some smart things you can do here. So I built a brewer, right? And actually 2, and they're making beer, and they're keeping us happy, which is terrific. I'm going to pause the game. This over here is telling you where you are in terms of the season scale. And I'm wondering, because I'm, you know, not very smart, wounded clan members have a 20% reduced production. So I do have that one guy who's hurt, and he's producing poorly. You see over here on this scale for the year, I don't know if these are months or what this is, but each box, I wonder if as the needle moves across the box and we go through the seasons, each box represents the number on the right here, the +9 button, like for food. Like, so for every time it goes through another month, say, I get +9 food. Or if that's not, if this is more just not to scale, like not meant to represent that, or doesn't correlate to that, I have no idea. I'm just guessing. Alright, so we are doing better though on food, and we can finally now colonize this. And I'm going to colonize it right away because I want to start fishing. Fishing isn't great in the winter, but anything to get me food to help us through the winter is terrific. So we're going to build a fisherman's hut, and we're going to build it like right here. and I'm going to send people over here to build it. You gotta. I always have to remember push G to select all your villagers that are idle, and then send them over there. Who's this guy? What is this? There's this dude walking over here. This doesn't look good. This looks really ominous. I can't control the game, and this guy... Oh, it's Halvard, young lord. We spotted men from another clan. I think you're going to relish this. Hagen. What? Oh, it's the bad guy. The goats survived. I thought they ended up in the wolves' bellies. Halvard, you senile billy goat, you really are tough meat. Surrender now and I'll spare you. No one is going to surrender, Hagen. Not even you will be given this chance. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Ooh, it's an Indigo Montoya quote from Princess Bride. I love it. The High King's son here too? Oh my. Nothing's quite went according to plan. I thought I'd killed you, but it matters no longer. I'll finish the job now. Halvard says, overconfidence will only make it worse for you. You've accomplished but one thing, making more enemies than you already had. Heyo! Halvard, there's been a change of plan. Our objective now is to destroy his outpost. That feathered scoundrel may be planning to harry us with mercenary raids. It might be wise to erect defense towers at the borders of our territory. Yeah, we need to do that immediately. Indeed, we should also improve our scout camp so that our scouts are able to perform reconnaissance in enemy territory. Oh, okay, I didn't know you needed to do that. Alright, so the new goal up here in the upper right says destroy the Raven outpost. Makes sense, right? Now, I need to build towers, and I need to upgrade some buildings. That actually I haven't done at all. Look, and if I select Scout Camp, you can upgrade it, and it says it increases their scouting speed by 50%, and they can also go into enemy territories. So that's what I need to do. But I don't have the resources. I don't have the money or the stone. So we need to get all of that. But first things first, can we get some food? Oh, interesting. Now, this is something I've never seen before because I haven't been in an opposing faction situation. But over here in the upper left, it says how much fame you have based on your territory and your lore discovered. And it kind of feels like in Civ where it's like the player score. So I know how to balance myself like against what Hagen, so I'm behind Hagen at the moment. The kobolds, it's concealed. I have a neutral relation with the kobolds. I can trade with him to improve them. Yeah, absolutely, Grimstone. I think that's a very good piece of advice. I'm going to need to build defenses here to protect my hunting operation, and here to protect my fishing. I'd love to expand here to get this mine, but these guys are really, really scary. These Draugrs, these undead guys. So, alright. Now, let me go ahead and get some people to fish. Let's get as much food as we can. In my experience, what you want to do, it's... Okay, so it's like approaching August. You want to have a huge amount of food stored up for the winter. My territory is under attack. Where? Oh, against... Here, okay. So the cool thing is your villagers can actually fight wolves and some random enemies like this and do pretty well against them. I am going to put my military over here, though, just in case Hagen starts sending things so that they're ready to go, that they're like really close by. Alright, so these people are back to fishing. We have a surplus of 12 food. How many idle villagers do we have? We have a very wide number of... Alright, I need to build... a trading post right away because I am making no money. Oh, boy, good question. What game got ruined in an update? Grimstone is asking. Well, I play a lot of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, and there's a very, very divisive argument about whether or not the game improves with each successive patch. I'm neutral. I don't mind. Like, I think for the most part the game has gotten better, but I know a lot of people are prefer previous versions. Warcraft 3, that's a good one. I think Diablo 3 got a lot better than with the patches than it was at launch. It got way more fun, in my opinion. But that's not answering your question. That's going backwards. All right. I'm going to pause it. We got the lore. Let's pick which we want. 80% less to develop a zone is pretty good. Ooh. Tool improvement for farmers. Hunters and fishermen cost no crowns or iron. And forging time for those tools is divided by 2. Wow. That seems pretty good. Yeah, IBK. I think those are WoW and RuneScape. You know what? I played a lot of WoW early on. I stopped with the Burning Crusade, the first expansion. And I had some friends who kept playing. And I know at some point in WoW, they made it so you could only have 2 potion buffs on at a time. And that seemed to be like a dumbing down of the buff system. But maybe it was for the better. I don't know. But that's an example. I agree, Grimstone. Yeah, let's go with spare tools. So I'm going to unpause it. I'm going to click spare tools. And then I have a lot of food. So what I need to do with all that food is immediately try to colonize an area that I can get food from. We colonized this. I'm going to colonize this. But there's bad guys here. We need to kill them. There's also a lore. This stone circle you can use to harvest lore here. And harvesting lore is great because you can upgrade your technologies much faster. So I'm going to try to do that. I need to build some buildings. I need another house. Oh, but I can't because I don't have the money. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, I need to send people to build the... Gosh, I keep forgetting. They have to go actually build the merchant hut. Okay, great. Now can we colonize this? It's going to cost 120 food to colonize it, but I think it's worth it. That means that no enemies can spawn here and then invade us, which is really, really good. And then additionally, we can start gathering lore. So I'm going to send like some people over here to just gather lore to become like researchers or druids or whatever it is that they do to gather lore. And I'm going to send the army back out here. My scout died while exploring a new area. Well, that's okay. Alright, so if you could change one thing in one game, what would it be? Let me think about that for a second. That's a great question, Grimstone. Nick's saying in RuneScape some updates are kind of bad, but on the whole it updates for the better. That's good. As long as the trajectory overall is upward. Now, I'm going to pause it. You can see that we still, even though it's winter, because we built the hunting and the fishermen, and our scout just died to reduce our consumption, we are actually at a net positive of 2 on food, which is great. We're a net positive of 2 on wood. I'll probably have to build some more woodcutters soon. And we are only losing 1 for gold, but I will tell you, if you go below 0 crowns, because your building upkeep is too much, you can't maintain your buildings anymore, and they just start catching on fire. So that's bad, by the way. And so I need to make more money immediately. Once they finish this, I need to tell people to become traders right away, and now we have +1 money. We are losing food, and the reason for this is because when you take a villager off of the just generic villager role, they are no longer going around and just gathering berries and foraging general food in the area, and so you lose food production, which stinks, but I actually need crowns more than I need food right now. I have enough food to weather the storm for the winter, but I can't have my buildings catch on fire because I'm no longer making money. I'm actually now up to +3. So that's really, really good. And only down to -1. Okay. I think I'm going to pause the game. I keep doing this, but I'm trying to, like, talk through what I think is going on here. You can see that my food minus went from -4 up to -1. And I think what happened is when I pushed G and told all of my villagers to go become traders, they abandoned their job as gatherers, and so we lost the food production. But then once the spots at the trading post were filled and no one else could become a trader, could promote to a trader, they all went back to their original territory and started gathering again. And so we got the food production back up. Okay, GameDoff, thank you so much for stopping in, my friend. Have a wonderful evening. RuneScape tomorrow night if you're interested, my friend. Exanimo's saying there was a single year where RuneScape had a new Grandmaster quest released every month, and there were 29 quests in that year. Wow. That's a cool year. 29 quests sounds fun, at least to me, but I don't know if you're saying that's a good or a bad thing, but I love quests, so the more the merrier for me. Alright, I'm going to unpause it and try to figure out what to do over here. I need to build some stuff. I'm going to build this sheepfold because there's sheep on this territory. There's 2, and so the sheepfold is actually even better. So much content that it was crazy. That is pretty crazy. It's hard to balance it right, too, when they put out that much stuff sometimes. Alright, so now we're at -18 food, which is really bad. So let's send people over here. I wonder if it's because the winter... Oh, there's a blizzard. Okay, actually, let me look at this. It says... blizzard reduces all production by 50% and doubles firewood consumption. Holy smokes. So that's what's going on. I was wondering, like, why am I losing so much food? It's because of the blizzard. So Grimstone's change for a game would be to change Dark Souls 2 to make the Hydra in Hades or make the Hydra in Hades a bit more difficult and consistent. Yeah, I'm with you, Grimstone. The Hydra is like the weakest boss. I do like there being a weak boss just because I'm a bad player, but I totally feel you on that. Actually, I think that's a great point. Consistency. Because, like, sometimes I just destroy that Hydra in Hades, and then other times it does a lot of damage. Yeah, I feel you on that. One thing I could change, because I'm playing a lot of Graveyard Keeper right now, I would love it if you could jump in the game Graveyard Keeper when you are walking around. I love games where if you have to do a lot of walking, if you could just jump, I think it just breaks up the monotony. Just purely cosmetic. Like, it doesn't do anything. It just, you can just jump. Alright, so we gotta get through this blizzard. This is terrifying. I also want to build a house. We're full up on houses. And so let me get somebody over here to do that. So the trading post says I can build a trade route, but I have to have coinage. But what can the merchant do? He just, like, makes... Maintaining buildings and recruiting a warband costs crowns. Merchants generate steady income. Interesting. So they're saying I need to trade something with the kobolds to get them on my side. So I don't know if that means making a trading route with them, or if there's some other functionality in the game that I'm just lost on. But, I mean, it's probably that, because I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway. Let's see. So, I have enough lore to research something. So let me pause it. Oh my gosh. Yes, we made it to a new year. And it's... Now, I love it. Reduce your army. Yeah, you're right. my army is a little bit, perhaps. I need to start building those towers, the defense towers.